Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to see my latest video. It's Ivana from Express Prints, a small store on Etsy that sells all sorts of lovely, beautiful digital products. So today we're going to be looking at how to use my clip art, but of course, any clip art that you are able to purchase from Etsy, and what to do with it, and have a look at how we can simply and easily transform it into most beautiful designs and all sorts of promotional materials, flyers, social media posts, even use it on website. So we're going to be looking at that today. So just very quickly, on my store, Express Prints, I actually sell quite a few sets of clip arts, always adding more. So today I want to have a look at these Halloween clip arts because I absolutely love Halloween. So we're going to be a little bit working with Halloween art today. And let's take a look at the listings. So I've got 2 listings currently, but I'm always adding more. So each listing, each bundle contains 10 different fantastic graphics, PNG, that are sort of with transparent background, but you also will receive a PDF of a very high print quality. Yeah, so you can choose your bundle. I've got about 20 bundles to choose from currently. Okay, so let's take a look at what you do once you buy my artwork. So this is how you buy it. So there's a really like lots of different usage, whether it's for digital use or physical use, so printing on physical products. So here you just pop in, which bundle you'd like. As I said, I do have quite a few bundles and always adding more. And then you will receive a link to your digital downloads, and you will get 20 files in each download. So you will have 10 PNG files with transparent background and 10 PDF files, high quality print. So let's see then what you do in Etsy with it. Yeah, and I haven't prepared anything, guys, because I just wanted this to be, sort of how you would do it from scratch. So I know I don't have to introduce Canva to you guys. It's a fantastic software that you can literally turn your ideas into creative reality. And you know what? I am a proof that you are never too old to start. I don't want to tell you how old I am, but I'm loving every aspect of it and I'm learning every day. By no means I'm no professional, but I really enjoy learning new things. So basically, let's have a look at what we can do, and I'm going to show you this tutorial, sort of like bearing in mind that you may have a free account. Now I have a professional account, but of course not everyone does. If you don't use it for professional purposes, then of course you wouldn't have that. So let's have a look at how to find free templates first of all. So let's go to templates, and I'm just going to type in Halloween. Yeah. And let's just sort of search all. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, so we've got all sorts of templates. You can see sort of like categories, social media, video marketing, custom prints. There's just so many templates that you can choose from. So let's have a look at what we can do. So how do you know something isn't paid for, something is free? So when there is no pro sign here, then it's free. And so you see here it's pro, so this is a payable product, but everything that hasn't got that, it's completely free of charge to edit. Okay, so let's take a look at okay, I don't know, let's have a look at this one. As I said, I'm not prepared, guys. I just really wanted to create something maybe from scratch. Okay, so what one do we like? Okay, Halloween horror party, that's actually paid for. Trick or treat. Okay, well let's go with this one. What do you think? Oh yeah, these are all lovely, aren't they? So that's pro again. Or maybe this one, or maybe even this one. They're just so lovely, aren't they? Okay, so let's go with this one. Fully customizable. So we're going to click on that. And first things first, as you go to Canva, there's something called uploads here, upload button. And here you would have uploaded your files, your clip art files that you would have bought from me. So they would all be uploaded here, your 10 or your 20, how many you purchased. So you will all have it here. Then other things you have here is design. Then you have elements. So we can add different elements. Again, there are professional elements and free elements. and text, so all sorts of things, yeah, going on. So let's go to uploads. First of all, I'm going to be sort of adding my own elements here. So I'm going to delete everything that is already here because I don't need it. I've got my own photography and my own so let's just see. Okay, so let's leave this for now. And I also want to change the background because I want to sort of like work with white canvas, and this also shouldn't be here really. Okay, so let's leave this as it is. This could obviously be used for social media. So as it says here, it's an Instagram post. And let's see what happens when we add our own designs. Yeah, so these are the clip arts again that you would get from Express Prints. Right, so again, it's just something that I'm trying. So we add this one in here. Let's see what would happen if we set it as a background. Right, okay, so what we can do with this, we can sort of like make the transparency a little bit lower, like that, so that the letters would be much more visible, or we can even change the color. So how do we, let's play around with that for once. So if you go to design, and the simplest way to change the design and change the coloring is by going to styles, and then we've got something called image palettes here. So if we sort of like click on that, it sort of like immediately gives us different designs, as you can see. Yeah. Obviously gives us that spooky feel to it as well. And we can just sort of like shuffle them around, see which one we like. Yeah, so this is quite nice. But again, I think maybe I want to be a little bit more obvious, the picture. So sort of like that. Yeah, so I quite like that. So we can sort of like play around with it until we find what we like. Maybe this one can be changed into different color. Yeah, and all these, of course, are free elements that you can use. All right, so let's do another one. For example, now we've got a sort of like just a Instagram post sort of template, and let's add some uploads. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to sort of like try to put sort of like text in the middle. So what I'm just going to do, I'm going to do a little bit of a sort of like using my creativity in this way. Yeah, so like that. And then obviously you can do whatever you want with it. Yeah, it's just there's absolutely no, oh, okay, we got already that. So what could we use here? No, we already got proper guy. So for example, these pumpkins would be quite nice. Yeah, sort of like edit it a little bit. Yeah, and this would be a space for your text. So let's see if you can write a text. Happy. Yeah, higher. And then we do Halloween. Halloween. Yeah, sort of change this. Actually, this is my first tutorial, so I'm a little bit nervous. Of course, I shouldn't be, but I am. Maybe we can put this a little bit higher. And let's change this into quite some scary font. Jeepers Creepers. Yep. And then this one could be changed into also something similar. So I like this Moja. Okay. So now we're going to a little bit make it bigger. Yeah. And this one can be literally, again, any size you want, whichever sort of like whichever style you prefer, of course. So maybe we've got some space here as well. So let's just see if you can upload something else. We've got that. Yeah, so this is quite nice and sort of well, of course it's very, very busy, but it gives you that sort of like really rich Halloween sort of Instagram post. And of course we can then style it. in different colors. So again, we've got down here, if you go down here, you've got the image palette. So every picture will have a image palette here. So let's see which one we like. So again, we play around with it. You can see that my clip art has transparent PNG. So it's really, really, you can use it for anything. And it will look just lovely. Yeah, so we can play around with different designs. Yeah, this is quite nice. If you want to try different coloring, then we can duplicate that page. This is also quite nice. I quite like that. Play around with different colors. Yeah. And then we can see final version here. So if you would sort of like want to see what you created, so these are your different designs, and you can of course continue as much as you want. And you know, so this is how you would edit your clip art. Of course, there's no limits to what you can do with your clip art. You can actually use it for your website, for anything you like. So now that we sort of have images that we are happy with and we want to upload them to our social media accounts, of course, this is an Instagram account, but it would work perfectly for Facebook as well. Then we can download it. But before that, let's just have a look again what else we can do with this picture. So for example, here I've used something called shadow, where I sort of like turn on the glow. Yeah. So it's sort of like a little bit, makes it a little bit more pop. You know, rather than this one hasn't got the same effect. So there's a little bit of difference. So we can sort of like play around with it as much as we like. Yeah, sort of like just until we're really happy. And that's the purpose of these clip arts, that you know, they are so different, they're so beautiful, that we will really stand out anyway. But if you can sort of like still play around with it and sort of like see what we can do, that's the beauty of it. Literally the only thing that stops you is your imagination. So then once we're happy, we go to share button, and depending on what it is that you want to use it for. So if it's for social media or any other digital graphic, then you just download it as PNG. Yeah, don't here check transparent background, because obviously we want the whole design. And here you can choose which pages you want. So whether you want just page 1, page 2, page 3, or all 3 pages. Yeah, and then just click on done, and then download. So done and download. But if you want to make something like I don't know, flyer or poster, then the best way to download this would be PDF print. And then we would press this flatten PDF, and then all 3 pages. Yeah, so that would be much better to do that. So yeah, guys, so I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. As I said, you know, like I think clip arts are so versatile, and you can literally use them for anything you want. And in my store, I am sort of focusing on themes like autumn, winter, Christmas, Halloween, and all sorts of things. So please, if I can ask you to like this video, it really helps me to establish myself a little bit more, but also to follow me on Facebook, because I constantly and repeatedly add new products. So there's a lot to look forward to. Again, my shop is at Express Prints on Etsy, and I really look forward to seeing you at my next video. Thank you.